It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
This pass deflected and caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Here's a first carry for their running back. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
Gray is the motion man here. Play action here. Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A tight end in motion now. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. First down throw, Mahomes gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Donovan Peoples-Jones back to return. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A handoff to Pacheco. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll go play action with no chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
On second down, Pacheco. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. At the 39-yard line. Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A give here to Pacheco. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will take a 6-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. To the sideline, caught by Worthy.
It's second and inches at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third down, Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense going to take over just before the half. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll keep it on the ground here again. Pacheco, first down and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Broncos cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it.
With the score, Chiefs 10, Broncos 9.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Khalil Shakir, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State and head up to Tampa to check on the Bucs. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Breece Hall, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the LA Rams. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't...
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Mahomes. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. We'll go play action with Nix. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Throwing, Nix. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Here's Nix to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
To return is Dallas Flowers. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mahomes on 1st down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one complete right side. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Broncos.
These are the plays that are just crushing. And get the football back, but instead you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. Dallas Flowers deep to return. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and a yard. Throwing is Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the 1st down, and here comes 3rd down. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. Open man, right side. He's got it. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward, a gain of 9 yards. Play action now. It's Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run. It's Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle and aligned, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tight end on the move left. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Off he goes. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Troy Franklin, touchdown Broncos. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. We'll try and run right on the option. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Flowers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Patrick to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Mahomes back to the left side. It's caught by Brown. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Flowers now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Off the play fake, here's, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to force overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's gotta have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They face second down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Nix from the gun. Off. Oh, a loose football. Oh, he gets it right back.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Mahomes now on second down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He'll complete that to his fullback. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They had to work for this one. all even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.